All right, well, in some other news, cyber startup Opal Security was named Notable Capital's Rising in Cyber list. And each year, this firm honors 30 of the most promising cyber startups in collaboration with chief information security officers and senior cyber leaders. Caroline Woods sat down with Opal Security's co-founder and CEO, who shared more details on the problems that her company is solving. Let's take a look.
Opal is an authorization platform that's designed to help organizations see and manage access to sensitive information and systems across the board. And this is really important because a lot of traditional approaches to identity and access management are fundamentally broken. They were built at times where people sort of thought of identity and access more as operational bottlenecks as opposed to security problems, which has resulted in a lot of ad hoc solutions as well as fragmented ownership across teams. So we're in a little bit of a prison of our own making, is what I like to say. And as of 2023, almost 75% of all breaches are directly related to identity and access misconfigurations. So the lack of clarity is really, really top of mind for everyone. Yeah.
What are some of the biggest challenges these companies are facing if their systems are broken?
Yeah, so there's a couple of main points. So one is just a lack of visibility and understanding into who truly has access to what at what depth, right? So without a source of truth, you don't have the ability to take action or do incident response at the scale and speed that is required given the fact that this is such a major attack vector. Oftentimes teams are left scrambling. That fragmented ownership means that different teams have different sort of perspectives or understanding of what's going on in a company between IT, compliance, engineering, and security. It's sort of a shared model, and oftentimes there's just a lot of confusion at play.
So how does Opal solve for that?
This is a great question. So my own background is as an engineer, having built this internally at a couple of places. We are purpose-built for that speed, that scale, that intelligence. So what Opal really does is comes in on top of sort of like the underlying systems in an organization and unifies all of that identity and authorization data, thereby allowing teams to be able to take action almost instantaneously and continuously monitor what's going on.
Last year, Opal doubled in size and also doubled in revenue. So you're growing in multiple ways. How do you keep up with that pace of growth, and can it continue?
Yeah, so slightly over doubled in size and or in revenue and team. I think that's just sort of indicative of the demand in the market for really fixing this. One of our sort of key insights in building this company was recognizing that identity, has always been a major attack vector, but is now almost a primary attack vector with the shifts right now happening, large-scale adoption of AI in the enterprise, et cetera. That need for a security-first platform in identity has become more and more relevant. Along with that, we're pretty focused on making sure that we continue to deliver the best product to market and really working with those best-in-class companies in AI, tech, and Global 2000 who are using Opal today to manage access in their organizations.
What other trends and shifts are you seeing in the cybersecurity space, just to get a sense of where it goes from here?
Oh, absolutely. And this is a great question because really big sort of shifts, next-gen technology and security often co-evolves with technological shifts like broader in the space. So the adoption of AI is really big for security right now. The fact that we now have this technology both to give agents the ability to take actions in organizations means the stakes are so much higher for mismanaged access, right? So identity is really at the forefront of every CISO's sort of risk list. That major shift also does mean, though, there's a massive opportunity to actually build that next generation infrastructure, to actually build a system that accommodates identities moving at machine speed, as well as making sure that we continue to build systems that are interpretable with humans in the loop as well.
I also want to ask you about being a woman in tech, a founder, a CEO. What is the importance of gender diversity in your field, and how are you really paving the way for the next generation of girls to evolve into cybersecurity?
Yeah, unfortunately, Caroline, the numbers aren't great, but security is interesting because oftentimes as an industry, it's made up of folks who are outliers. It's the kind of work that tends to attract and have like really great outcomes for folks who think out of the box or actually bring a different perspective. And so, what I say to that is it's a strength, right? Not a weakness to actually be able to come in and maybe not be the same old, right? And that's true for Opal as a business too, to be able to come into such a legacy industry. Identity is one of those core pillars in the security markets, and to revolutionize that really takes that out of the box thinking. So I hope for other women, other girls who are interested, like, let's do this.
All right, thanks again to Opal Security co-founder and CEO Umaimah Khan, and of course Caroline Woods for that interview.